The round of 32 here in Group H, covered by GOMTV.net. In the upper left, with the build orders that you want to, actually you just have to steal if you want to move up in the ladder, he is
Grandmaster, SK Telecom T1 Ray.
Of course, you can do blink all-ins all day long if you want.
You're
just not going to get very good.
Right at that low Masters rank in the bottom right. We have our Terran player who always seems to manage to pull out a win. He is
Master, MVP King.
All right, man.
Alrighty.
I'm excited. Rain is just awesome. I love Rain. I think every Protoss player just loves Rain. He's like, he's the guy that shows us that it's possible. You one day can be a Gosu 2 with Protoss. Like,
wow, man.
He doesn't have.
That's why I keep a poster of him above my bed on the ceiling.
Oh god, that's why I have a picture of him in my wallet. Yeah,
when you're on a date, you show your girl a picture of Rain in your wallet.
Yeah.
She's like, "Is that?" You're so confused. She's like, "Is that your son?" You're like, "No, that's Rain."
Rain, the macro Protoss.
The macro Protoss.
She's like, "What?"
She's
like, he's very defensive. OSL champion?
Yeah.
The first one for Starcraft 2?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that Rain. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that, yeah. Date's already awkward because she doesn't know Rain.
Oh, that's on her tasteless.
Yeah. She wasn't worthwhile.
No, I don't even care anymore at that point. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here.
I'm out. Make her front the bill, too.
Yeah, that's it.
So, we have Rain here doing a little bit of scouting.
Scouting with a good time to see that it's a Reaper opening. So going to be getting a pretty quick Mothership Core or Stalker.
Yep.
Probably going to be a Stalker.
More than likely. He might cancel the Zealot here if the Terran does not make an eBay.
Yeah, there is that possibility that he'll do that. He's already sent his probe down.
So, this is pretty epic music, by the way.
Yeah, there's good music in StarCraft 2.
I don't play with the music on, so when I hear the Heart of the Swarm music, I'm always really caught off guard. You play with the music on, the in-game music?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I do it.
I played in your house, and I don't think I've even noticed that it was on.
I don't always have it very loud, but I like to have a little bit of background noise, but for some reason I just don't like to play with other music that much lately. I used to all the time when I was younger.
Yeah, I used to put a playlist on, and sometimes I'd be a crazy person and put one techno song on repeat or something like that.
I used to do that a lot, yeah.
Until I lost too many games in a row on the ladder, and I associated that song, like some kind of Pavlovian effect, I associated that with just losing and failure, and then I had to remove that song from my library. But no, now I just don't play with any music on, generally speaking at least.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if it's just completely silent, that, as far as I'm concerned, from being a caster, you've been there with me, where sometimes there's no music on, we're casting to a crowd, and it's like the dry early part of the game. I'm like, ooh, this is awkward. So I just feel like I need to have music on all the time now, even if it's low.
Really?
Yeah.
I've occasionally put on talk radio.
Oh, that's weird.
Like news, just the news or something.
That's incredibly weird. I can't believe you do that. Are you serious?
I seriously do that. I'll put on All Things Considered by NPR.
To play StarCraft?
To play StarCraft, yeah.
How's your macro during that?
It's great.
Really?
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. I wouldn't expect it.
Well, I only really hone in on it when it's there's nothing happening, and I just have to kind of focus on the mini-map and make stuff, but I tend not to really hear it when I'm actually
It's interesting.
playing. Yeah.
Okay, so this is... Keen is being Keen and doing kind of his own thing here, trying to get ahead. He's gone for a command center after Reaper, into a reactor, normal.
Yes.
Then he kept mining gas, can be normal. And then he made a third command center, absolutely not normal in any way. So now he has 250 gas banked, a third command center on the way, and making a factory, and now a second barracks. This is a bit weird. It's a strange build order, but it is one that can get him ahead.
Well, Kane's sneaky like that. He'll actually figure out a way.
Yeah. Normally people don't get 3 command centers this quickly anymore in this matchup.
This is a bit passé.
Well, I think what he's doing is he's playing the player here, because Rain if I'm keen and I'm aware of my image, I know that Rain is going to open up for a fast expansion into observers because that's how you beat Keen. But
and
how
then
do
you
you
get
beat
those observers out, and you only to find out that you're just behind, you know?
fast expand into Robo? Its biggest weakness is a quick triple command center.
Yeah, because they scout you and they found out all they do is they scout you and find out they're behind.
Yes, that's exactly
That's it.
it. And then you're like, oh, and then you look at it and you're like, I might be able to make a third Nexus, but his timing attack is going to be very hard to stop because he's going to have a better economy.
This is a map where the timing attack when the third is either building or finished is actually pretty strong, too.
Yeah.
Whether you hit the third or you
Kill
pick
those
out the go
rocks.
into the main. Yeah.
All right.
Robotics Bay on the way now.
Yeah, and this is like...
Look at that. He is ready.
This is literally the safest thing you could ever see. And see, this is going to get him even further ahead because now Rain does not even know that this is such a greedy build from Keen with 3 command centers and tech all at once. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and this is what we were talking about before with Rain. He takes the bad end of macro. He does not care. He's just like, all right, and this is a 1 Colossus build, probably. It doesn't have to be because sometimes Rain is one of the guys that does like to get Blink in Colossus, but sometimes he even goes Blink in
Well, you know, the
Twilight
1 Colossus build is so strong because the Terran occasionally overmake Vikings. They've got like 8 Vikings and like not enough medevacs, and they just kill your Colossus, and then you're like, oh no, and you land your Vikings in the ground because that's what everybody does in that moment, and the Vikings die.
Yes, that is true. So he's actually adding 4 gates. That's kind of neat, going up to 5 gates right away, but it makes sense for the timings of them. Yeah, never mind.
Okay,
that's
so
really
we're going to have a push-up here. Map control does go to Keen right now. There's really nothing Protoss... no, I'm sorry. There is 1 observer for Protoss on the map. Bottom, middle.
Yeah, well, he has 2 right now. I'm not sure where the other one is.
I think the other one's somewhere.
Oh, it's... Yeah, no, it's...
Oh, no, it's in the upper
watching
left.
for a drop,
Yeah, which is it's going to spot.
Yeah. And there is, of course, a Widow Mine in there, and looks like he has another Widow Mine out with his army right now. Could be a secondary push.
Must be sad being a Widow Mine. Being a mine that lost its husband mine, you know?
Yeah. Or I think it could be its wife mine as well. I think a Widow is on either side.
Oh, I wasn't sure, actually. I thought there was another word for that. Let us know on Twitter. I'm calling you Tasteless Artosis.
If you ever become a Widow, we'll call you a Wid Man.
All right. All right, we got the drop coming in. How much damage will this do?
Well, actually, that Widow Mine could do a good job.
Actually, it did it.
Yeah, no, only 3.
Okay, this attack
kills.
was a complete failure.
Yeah. So
this attack was just a disaster.
It was. So just to put this in perspective, look at the 8 supply lead. Rain, this is exactly... We look so smart right now because it's exactly what Rain does. He already had 2 cannons up. He went right into Colossus Tech, the safest thing you can do on 2 bases. He sat there. He was getting Blink. He took the bad end of economy, just made a ton of observers to see everything coming.
Yep.
And then he just slapped it all down. Now, Keen did a greedy build to get ahead, but now he's lost a lot of that advantage by having none of that do anything.
He never knew what killed him.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, man.
What about when he wakes up in the immortal bodies? He's like, oh my god, that must have been a Widow Mine.
He has Widow Mine nightmares.
That's the only thing that one-shots me aside from a nuke.
That's so funny. Well, you got me on that one, man.
Yeah.
That was too funny.
Well, if Rain doesn't make any immortals, the joke is passé. So
That's true.
I think the soul just gets released into the ethers. Only the lucky few zealots become immortals.
Right.
They're way more expensive.
And look at your karma from your previous life as a zealot. Were you a good zealot or a bad zealot?
I guarantee you there's not ever going to be as many immortals made as zealots, Tasteless.
That makes sense. Okay.
So he's doing a push in here right now, but we do, of course, have a... Hold on. We actually have the SCVs being pulled
and then pulled back.
Yeah, he has enough force fields that he can do a lot here, but just to throw this out there, Keen went for a really quick double starport, so he's making a ton of Vikings all at once. He really has, like, Rain's number as far as strategy goes.
Again, just doing a little bit of harassment here, taking out a few SCVs. Really nicely done over here by Rain. He's looking great.
He killed 9.
And
That's
now
good.
he's pulling back, regrouping over here in the center between the 2 watchtowers. Supplies, though, it is in the lead here for Keen. 149 for Keen, 154 for Keen, I should say, to 124.
And he actually needs to back up right now, I would say, because this army of Keens is actually superior to his. Yeah, he has a lot of Blink Stalkers, but Keen, like, knows what Rain is doing, man. Like, Keen's playing so smart.
Whoa, dumping out those Zealots here. I don't know if that Warp Prism's going to get away or not, but he is still taking it as SCVs. This is all you have to do as Protoss. The Zealots are worth nothing compared to the SCVs.
Now, Rain is making up for his really slow third base by comparison, and also at the same time stalling for Psystorm, because he has to get Psystorm or he will die when Keen attacks him. The Vikings will absolutely kill those Colossi too quickly.
Yep, very true. Well, it looks like upgrades going very well for both players. Again, that Psystorm on the way there. As you said, he has to go ahead and just stay back at Turtle and try to let the Terran feed into him. I don't know if that's going to happen. But, you know, knowing Rain is very good at the defense, the solid kind of play. More than any other Protoss we know.
Yeah. It looks like Keen's attack is not going to hit before Psystorm. If he had, like, just moved out, but the thing is there's so much Zealot harassment going on that he had to actually stay back. Rain is playing like the god of Protoss that he truly is, Tasteless.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at this. The Psystorm is going to finish in just a moment here. This attack did not make it in time, and even though Keen's up 40 supply and has countered Rain every step of this game...
Oh, my God, that was just out of the observer range.
Yeah. Rain probably
about
planned
that. Yeah, yeah, he totally planned that.
I think he planned that, Tasteless.
Yeah.
He knew most likely where Keen would scan.
Exactly, the exact point on the map.
Yeah.
All right, well, he's got good defense here. He's got feedbacks ready. And he's in great shape right now. The Vikings are continuing to move around the map, and we have a drop coming in here.
Yeah, but of course there's feedback, Zealots, and a cannon waiting for him. Now, it is a big drop. In the meantime, it looks like we're actually going to have Rain push up here and kill off part of that army, but this is a scary drop.
Keen is starting to get, it looks like Rain out of position here. Too many medevacs to kill off this army here for these Zealots, and now the Vikings are going to come up. Can they intercept these Colossi? But more importantly, will this base ever be taken out? No, Rain's defense is just too solid.
Yeah, and look, Rain is playing godly, but Keen is playing like the smartest game I've ever seen Keen play. Like, even those Vikings come up, he knows the AI of the Colossus will walk him up that little cliff, and they'll be out of position for a moment. And with that many Vikings, he can kill all three of them. I mean, Keen is playing so smart, but Rain is so good that he's not, like, he would have killed almost anybody by now with how he's playing.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we already saw it earlier today where Supernova did the same to our other Protoss Gosus. So now we have this army moving out, moving on up. But there's a lot of Templars in the front here. Always want to have those Templars right in the front, so when that Terran army tries to engage, you storm right on them.
But, oh, an EMP goes off. Oh, it doesn't look like it really connects that well. So still some storms left over, and that's what's really important here.
All right, looks like the Zealot pops out now. And let's see how far you go. Oh, nice sniping here.
That's right.
And look at that. He got, what, 4 snipes on airships there.
Yeah, what a great move. What a great move, using these Stalkers as active units on the map, pushing forward, killing stuff, blinking back. It's like a lost art. We haven't seen enough recently, but it's still something you need to do.
Nicely done once again.
Wow.
Well, and now he's taking all these SCVs. Rain is just, you know, he was behind for a little bit, but he's not made a mistake in his attempts to get ahead.
And now he's maxed out with great upgrades. He storms a bunch of ghosts. I don't even know how that happens. In fact, he gets 3 ghosts with 2 Psystorms.
I know, isn't that wild?
Oh my God, Rain, you're so good. But here we go. A lot of Vikings
Look at him picking off these Vikings, though. The Colossi have not yet been picked off yet.
But hold on, we might actually have enough from Keen here. A great concave, and even though he ate a lot of storms, it looks like he has enough to push through.
But meanwhile, Zealots are hitting the third base over here, destroying the economy for Keen. Look at the supplies, 147 to 103. The Zealots now retreating, or not retreating. And it looks like he's going to send the SCVs back over here. Let me check something on your PC, Artosis. We have 45 SCVs to 69 probes.
Rain has killed 44 SCVs this game.
That is incredible. And more Zealots and a DT Come in here.
I'm actually getting chills right now, Tasteless. Like, these two guys are playing such good StarCraft. Such good StarCraft.
Yes, incredible.
Forget Hurricane, man. Keen needs to move on, too.
Well,
like,
Keen is playing brilliantly right now. And
he's
again,
so
this is
smart.
forcing the Terran to defend. Meanwhile, Protoss takes a 4th base with ease.
Now, look at the mini-map right now. Ignore what you see on the screen and look at the mini-map.
Yeah.
Rain sees almost every inch of this map. And he has his 4th base up before Keen, and he's still harassing. God, he's playing so well.
He's playing absolutely brilliantly. And what's even more impressive about that is that Keen is playing so well by himself already.
Yeah.
Any other Terran player would be dead right now, but Keen, it looks fantastic. Look at the army positioning here for Rain. The Templars in the front. Another nice feedback there.
So quick and brave to keep those Templars up front against those Ghosts.
Yeah, but, I got to say, Keen is doing such a phenomenal job. Look at him holding off this Protoss army despite the supply deficit.
Yeah, this is going to be hard, though. And he does have some other use coming up. So that uses... Oh, God, that's a lot of damage. I don't think he can hold on. That's it.
GG. A phenomenal game there.
Yes.
It was one of the best ones we've casted today.
They were one of the best ones in this round, I would say.
I have to agree.
Keen planned that game so well. All of his moves, all of his counters to Rain's style were so on the money, but Rain showed that his defense is #1. Like, you just can't break him. There's nothing you can do. He sees everything and he stops everything.
Keen right now looking very disappointed with that game, and I would be too after playing that well.
No, I know. That should have...
Getting stuffed into the bottom of the map and picked off.
If that was Squirtle or Younghaw, two other very good defensive Protosses, Keen wins. I guarantee you Keen wins that.
Well, at this point in time, Artosis, I'm going to tell you guys what. I'm going to change my predictions here. I think Keen's going to get out of this group along with Rain.
I think it's going to be Rain and Keen now, too. I absolutely... Bomber played very well. Hurricane, he took a risk and got slammed for it, but... Rain is looking way too good. He just, every piece of his build got pre-countered by Keen, and he still held on to everything and was fine. And then Keen, was just so on the money with everything he did. Well, kind of on the money, because nothing worked, but...
Well, I think the point was we saw him playing so well, despite Rain with just impeccable play.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to go on to the next match here in this group phase. So stay tuned.